are halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Chicago trails by 4. White left side. Pass to Parrish. Inside. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. New York with the ball. Here's Collier. Now, here's Clark.
Well, she's got some ups. When you give her a launching pad, she will use it.
Parrish outside. Poked away. And a fast break now for New York. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. To the inside. Stolen by Wilson. And the rejection by Parrish.
And he sent a message with that swat. Do not come in my house.
And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
Here's Leslie. 6 on the shot clock. Clark for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Clark's got the lead up to 10 now for New York. Here's Halliburton. O'Neal from long range. Hits the three-point bomb.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Into the lineup for Chicago, number 45, Donovan Mitchell.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for Chicago. And Halliburton slams it in.
What a slam by Halliburton, using that agility to make a statement.
Clark outside. Pass to Leslie. Here's Collier. And it falls over the rim and in.
Taking what she sees. When the defense gives her the jumper, she doesn't think twice about firing.
A bona fide playmaker. Halliburton makes his teammates better.
To the paint. Here's Clark. .115 left in the first half. Pass to Leslie. Just 5 to shoot.
I love when she just goes for these jams, showing how athletic she can be.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Now Johnson. Inside. O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Back to Boston. Pass to Clark. And again, it's New York.
I mean, you can't be more ready to fire off your shot than she was. That is believing in yourself.
Here's Shaq. Back to Halliburton. Those three-pointers off the mark. New York leading by 7. Puts up a deep 3. And that one's good by Clark.
And there is the limitless range of Clark. You have to pick her up at half court.
Back to Halliburton. Pass to Mitchell. And And so it's New York going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Chicago trails by 10. Here's Cornette, and he dunks it down.
And whether it's for himself or others, D-Wade is constantly making things happen.
Shoots from 14, and again it's New York.
One thing I love about her draining the mid-range, it presents another part of the court they have to defend, not just the rim and the three-point.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, look, he's got the length to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
And some extra with that finish.
Here's Cornette.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Pass to Anunoby. Williamson from long range. It's Clark with the rebound. New York leading by 10. To the middle. Here's Boston.
Wow, not messing around. No need for finesse when you can just throw it down.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And so here is New York. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Down low, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, he saw the height advantage he had and went right up with it. That's exactly what you want him to do there.
To the inside.
Well, while I like aggressive interior defense, she really made them pay for it by getting physical right back.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
Both good from the line that time. Chicago trails by 12. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Rolling to the rim like a freight train. Zion is a force on the drive.
Pass to Leslie. Back to Clark. Shot from the wing. Good on the jump shot. Clark's got the lead up to 12 now for New York.
She's cooking with grease. You love seeing players like her command the ball and take over like this.
Second team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Anunoby. The shot by Wade, wide open. Hits it from three-point range. Wade's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Chicago. Bridges with the steal. There's Williamson with the three. Another three for Chicago.
Yeah, you'd like to see Williamson be able to take that three more often, but he's got to shoot it better.
And so the timeout by Phil Jackson here. He's ready to talk things through with them. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Swoops. Yep, it counts.
Well, that's great use of her body and her instincts to get in position and convert inside.
Parrish inside. Still without a basket. And it's White missing. New York leading by 8. Here's Swoops.
Well, she was running the other way the moment they got the ball. She knew it was on her to make the effort there.
And it's Parrish missing. Seconds left to play in the third. Parker double team. New York moving it around. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, I give her credit. Reese has been working hard to improve her jumper, and we see it pay off.
Count it.
Look, you can't let shooters get their feet set. You have to run him off the catch.
Stolen by Mitchell. Goes up. And Adebayo throws it down.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And so it's New York. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so it's New York with it. Here's Beckers. Into the lane. Banked in off the glass.
Well, listen, if you're defending Beckers, the last thing you want to do is allow her to get to the rim.
Here's Halliburton. Whoa, man!
And how about the young man showing his bounce? Halliburton campaigning for the dunk contest with that one.
Pass to Griner. Chicago grabs the miss. For 3, Mitchell doesn't go that time.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Stolen by O'Neal. Halliburton in the corner. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Halliburton's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's such an efficient three-point shooter. Halliburton has an outstanding feel for when to fire from deep.
Chicago trails by 8. Here's Shaq. Ooh, look at the big man run. Shaquille O'Neal.
Look, we know scoring on the break is easier than in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball ahead, do it.
Here's Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
Taken to the sky. What an incredible dunk.
That bucket in no time at all.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And so the timeout by Phil Jackson here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And New York making a change here. Here's Citron.
Substitution on the court.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
First personal foul.
Chicago with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Inside, Williamson. Goes back up. Pass to Cornette. Back to Williamson. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And New York making a change here. Tipped away. Austin with the ball. Wade picks him up. 1:37 left to play here in the fourth. Clark into the lane. And it's Clark with the jam.
We're seeing it tonight. Clark is a walking bucket. Her all-around shot-making ability is off the charts.
Three-pointer, Wade. Griner pulls it in. New York leading by 7. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
A great decision by Clark. Read the coverage and then gave it up right on time.
Near the three-point line, it's Wade. And again, Chicago, no good. Clark for 3. It's rebounded by Tyrese Halliburton. Wade missing again. .36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. Bounce pass from Clark.
Well, that's just a nasty throwdown. The defense deserved to get dunked on with that lack of effort.
Anunoby outside. Here's Cornette. No good with the triple. Here's Clark, and again it's New York. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For my friends Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. So long.